Today, we are going to talk about a piece of history that is not just the past, but a prophecy that still exists in our world. This is the story of a mysterious nation, imprisoned behind a great wall of iron and molten copper. The true location of this wall remains a secret even today. Some historians link it to the Caucasus Mountains. But, in reality, this wall is so hidden that no human has ever been able to find it. This alone is a sign that the power and wisdom of Allah are far beyond our comprehension. This story begins with a great king, who is called Dhul-Qarnayn in the Quran. He is mentioned as a righteous and just ruler whom Allah granted power and authority on earth. He was a true believer who followed only the will of Allah. This is what makes him far greater than an ordinary ruler. The Quran mentions that Allah provided him with the means and authority over everything. With this authority, he undertook 3 major journeys. The journey to the west, he traveled to the western part of the earth, where he saw the sun setting. The journey to the east, next, he set out towards the east and observed the people who lived a very simple life there. The journey between the 2 mountains, after these 2 travels, he arrived at the place where Gog and Magog, Yajuj and Majuj, resided, situated between 2 mountains. Every journey he took was for the purpose of knowledge and justice. Dhul-Qarnayn, due to his knowledge and power, was traveling to the far reaches of the world. He conquered many regions. During one of his long journeys, he arrived at the very end of the earth, at a place between 2 towering mountains. The local people were very afraid and distressed. They told Dhul-Qarnayn that behind those mountains lived a savage and terrifying nation called Gog and Magog. This nation used to descend from the mountains every year and destroy their crops, wealth, and property. They would imprison people, spread corruption, and commit murder and looting. They pleaded with Dhul-Qarnayn to help them, and they were even ready to collect money for him. But Dhul-Qarnayn said, "I do not need any wealth from you. Allah has given me plenty. You just help me physically so that I may erect a strong barrier between them and you." Now began the greatest construction work in history. Dhul-Qarnayn commanded that large pieces and sheets of iron be gathered. He began to layer these sheets of iron one on top of the other until they filled the empty space between the 2 mountains. When the iron wall reached the top, Dhul-Qarnayn told the people to light a fire. The fire was lit, and the sheets of iron began to glow red. When they were completely red, Dhul-Qarnayn said to them, "Bring molten copper now so that I may pour it upon this." And he poured the molten copper onto the wall, which sealed all its cracks. In this way, a wall so strong, smooth, and shining was prepared that it was impossible to climb over or bore a hole through. This was a miracle, only possible with the help of Allah. And the Quran clearly states that Gog and Magog could neither climb this wall nor bore a hole through it. Here the question arises, what do Gog and Magog look like? Their characteristics are mentioned in various ahadith. It is said that they are so vast in number that when they emerge, they will spread everywhere on earth. Their numbers will exceed the entire human population. It is said that they will have broad faces and small eyes, and the hair on their heads will be very thick. It is also very interesting for you to know that Gog and Magog are still continuously trying to break this wall. It is narrated that they dig this wall every day. When they come close to breaking it, and a small light becomes visible, their leader says, "Tomorrow, we will break the rest of it and come out." The narration states that Gog and Magog dig the wall every day. When they get tired at the end of the day, they return. This process will continue until Allah opens the way for them. They lick the wall so much that it becomes very thin, like a curtain, yet it still does not break. This shows both their perseverance and their helplessness. But by the command of Allah, when they return in the morning, the wall is as strong as it was before. This cycle continues, a hidden but ongoing struggle in the world. Historical traditions also mention some sailors and travelers who claim to have heard sounds from the remote northern regions, coming from behind a mountain, as if a great number of people were hammering. They are famous for their hunger and thirst. When they emerge, they will destroy everything in their path. Plants, animals, and even humans will not be safe from them. They will drink all the water on the earth, so much so that rivers and seas will dry up. Another narration states that the hordes of Gog and Magog are so large that when the first group passes by a river or lake, they drink all its water. When the last group arrives, they find nothing but dry land. And then, when the time of their emergence is near, their leader will not say, "Tomorrow, we will break the rest of it." Instead, he will say, "Inshallah, God willing, tomorrow, we will break it." And on that day, they will truly break the wall and spread chaos throughout the world. When the turmoil of Gog and Magog is at its peak, and no one on earth is spared because of them, Allah will send a disease that will spread in the form of worms in their necks. After their death, the earth will be filled with their corpses. Then, Allah will send a special kind of rain that will completely cleanse the earth. Thus, the earth will once again become habitable. This story is not just a historical event, it is an important prophecy that tells us about the signs of the Day of Judgment. The emergence of Gog and Magog will be a major sign that the end of the world is near. This story also teaches us another important lesson: Allah's power is supreme over every power, and His promise is always true. We hope you enjoyed this informative journey. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and do express your valuable opinion in the comment section. Until then, we will meet in the next video. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay prosperous.